Yo, what's good? SavTheGenius. Welcome to my studio. We at Genius Studios. It's where a lot of artists come get their hits made. We do production. We're going crazy in here. Yo, so this is my workspace, my beautiful desk. This is where I be chefing it up in here, you know what I'm saying? Getting crazy. One time for the one time. Before I show you how to booth, man, we got this Crew League ball where we get lit. You know what I'm saying? Play a little ball on these niggas, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Yo, this the booth, you know what I'm saying? It's where the magic is, man. Where the artists come through it. I'm recording the book. I'm walking. Let's go.
Yo, bro, come on, y'all always doing this. Here to do the interview. Cut this shit.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
bro, come on, bro. You saying he got balloons?
Nah, it's cool.
Come on, I was here to do the interview, bro. But we supposed to do the interview, bro. Like,
yeah,
come
nah,
on,
you're right. Nah,
come on, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my shit together.
Keep coming here. Keep happening, dog.
It's the third episode at this point. All right,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What do you? Come
Yo,
on,
chill.
bro.
Just Talks, we back here again. What's up, brother?
Nothing. How you feeling?
I'm good, dog. I'm good. Album's out. You was gonna say that?
I was
that's how excited I am.
So I wanted to ask about you. You are a very busy person. You stay trying to do something. You're all over the place.
Yeah.
In a good way, because it shows in a good way. Even to creating this space, Genius Studios.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you had a chance to like really talk about it. So do you want to talk about the space, Genius Studios, and like what it means to you?
Yeah. I mean, here at Genius Studios, it's just, you know, my dream come true. It's really like my rendition of like a fantasy factory. You know what I'm saying? Like anything creative that we really want to do, we just do it here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just I'm limitless to like whatever we really getting done in here, because like there's so many talented people coming in and out of the studio, and you never know what you're gonna see, who you're gonna come across, what you're gonna create. So it's just been a blessing to really just be here. I had this dream since I was like 12 years old, and to have it going on right now, it's really a blessing. Especially with like the artwork now. Yeah. It's like slowly but surely coming together with that idea. So it's fire. Because you guys know that we record here all the time. Past couple of episodes. We don't record in here though. I mean, it's the genius room right here.
The setup, we are in the main room with the studio.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the artwork before.
No,
so
yeah.
Having the artwork on the wall, which I think is dope.
Yeah, it definitely adds to like the aesthetic of like the whole space.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole studio as a whole. I feel like it really made it like super duper creative, like a lot more colorful, if you would like to say, you know, all the right ways. You know how we do, man. It's just talks. We just be talking for real. This is my homie, if y'all don't know, so it's just like we just really just having a conversation.
Yeah.
I just happen to have an album out right now, so it's important for us to, you know, celebrate.
So fuck it, let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it then. And we can get into the other stuff after.
Word.
So let's talk about No More Broken Hearts, out now, all streaming services.
Everywhere. Yeah, I mean, No More Broken Hearts, what it means to me is really just an album about healing, you know. I've been going through a lot in my life, with the people that I live life with. They've been going through a lot, and I've been finding myself, you know, like kind of sticking to their traumas, and also like, you know, not really healing myself, kind of just letting people just abuse, like I would say, my mental, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just over caring about things, you know? And it kind of gets to the point where you kind of just stop really caring about yourself. So this is kind of just an album of healing for me, to really just focus on what really angered me. I'm just putting everything out on the table, really just keeping my heart on my sleeve for real with this one. So it's really just an album about healing. That's all this album really means for me. I just put it out so that whoever's going through whatever they're going through could know that it's all right to heal as well.
Mm-hmm. It's good to hear, because a lot of time, unless it is music, but not always, that guys are able to do that. Because as men, we don't necessarily do that. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's always been something like, I mean, I always been the guy that's been like super emotional. I'm a Cancer. So like me showing my emotions is not nothing new. It's not something that I always kind of been this way. I'm like the youngest of four, so I always been like, they would say the cry baby or whatever, you feel me? But I just feel like it's alright to be emotional. Sometimes being in tune with yourself isn't a bad thing at all. Like it can get overbearing to you and a couple other people, however, but it's the self work that's really important. And when you're a quote unquote emotional person, you're working on yourself constantly because everything you're processing everything and processing other people's emotions as well as yourself. So you get a bunch of different perspectives. So
And you said that you've always been this way, right?
yeah.
Because for me, like
Yeah.
talking about being emotional and trying to express feelings and stuff like that, as the older brother, like I don't really do that as much. Like I'm
Yeah.
always trying to focus on like I can't like
No, yeah,
show that. You know what I
you
mean?
wanna be like, I know how it is because I have older brothers as well. So like you wanna be the tough person for whoever you wanna, like, you wanna be a good role model, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, but you also have to focus on like you and like what makes you tick and all the things that like you're dealing with. So that's important too. No matter if you're the older brother, younger brother, mental health is like a serious thing. Like it's really something that people should take more seriously. No matter what position you're at in life, it's something that you should really consider.
So we're talking about mental health. The first one that you got on there is Me Versus Me.
Yeah, definitely a self reflection record. I was also using that record to talk about the feelings that I felt towards other people as well. And sometimes you attach your feelings with somebody else's feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of think that the way you feel is how, in particular, your partner feels about you.
Yep.
So sometimes you just look in the mirror and you realize that it's not you versus them. It's not them versus you. You have to conquer yourself first before you could conquer anything else. And really, once you conquer yourself, you realize that you don't really even need to conquer anything else. It's really the self work that's important.
Because I feel like sometimes a lot of people be trying to figure out everybody else first before actually focusing on themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to conquer the world, and it's like you didn't even fix yourself first. Like,
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with like helping people, but I read a quote one time. It said like you can't help others until you help yourself, and it's so important that we do that because I feel like if I have an abundance of something, it's way easier for me to disperse that and give that out to other people when you fill your own glass than trying to just give what little left you have to the many. It's not really fair to you or fair to them. So it's really that self work, man. I can't stop saying that. That's really what this album is about. It's about self work.
yeah. Taking a step back because we kind of jumped into the first song, and you already explained a little bit about No More Broken Hearts. But how long did the project take you to complete?
I mean, it really took me like 13 years to really do this project. It's all emotions that I felt during the relationship that I was in. So I'm just really just trying to captivate those moments, happiness, anger, frustrations, confusion. So it took me that long to really just get the vibe going. Production wise, over the course of 2 years, I really sat down and got everything going. Yeah, it was a long journey.
But it all came together the way that it's supposed to.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely did. It definitely did. It takes time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as an artist, I really just use my life as inspiration. So as I'm living, it's like I can't really be impatient. You know what I'm saying? With the creativity, it's something that flows through me. So it's not something that I could really sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna give myself a week, and then I'm gonna drop the 20 projects. Nah, it's like, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna allow myself to embody an emotion,
Yep.
and then like just whatever creativity flows through that during this time period, and when I feel like it's complete, that's when you'll know. You know what I'm saying? So it's really true artists know it takes time.
Yep, for sure. You don't want to rush anything either.
No.
Because you can definitely hear when it's put together a little bit faster and not taking his time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like listening to this, I've listened a couple of times. You played it for us a couple weeks, a couple months ago actually. But
Yeah.
and then listening to it the past couple of days, you can hear how much time you've taken and putting into it.
Yeah, it's the little details. I'm still finding stuff that it's like, oh yeah, I did that. That's fire. Playing it back like, oh, that's hard.
All right, so I have two questions. It could be the same answer, but they might be a little bit different.
All right.
What was your favorite song that you did, and which one has the most meaning to you? And whatever those two songs are, it could be the same song, but if it's two different songs, just talk about them.
My favorite song on the project is the outro. It's really gonna be okay. It was a really, really special song. My little cousin actually came to the studio when I opened it, and he was just like, yo, cuz, let me get on the album. Let me do something for the album. And he's very creative, very, very, very talented. So he came through and played the saxophone on the record. So that record, it was like the funnest process, also the hardest process to record. And I feel like the question, like, it would really just be that record. Like, that record is like my answer right now. As of right now, you know what I'm saying? It might change in a few months, but as of right now, the outro really just got my heart. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, my heart.
Working with newer artists and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you do travel a lot with your brother, you go and see different things. As far as like the crew league, throw that in there.
Yeah, crew league. What up, Eli? What up? What's good?
And meeting new artists and stuff like that, and that you've worked with, right?
Yeah.
So, what is that experience like, being able to work with different artists that you were able to put on this project?
I think it was super duper cool, man. Like all the artists that were on this project, they really just came with their A game. You know what I'm saying? They knew exactly what they had to do. They knew their assignment. They didn't slip up at all. And the crazy thing is, I didn't really have to tell them, like, yo, I just went through a breakup. Or anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it really just shows you that, like, with the proper preparation, when you give somebody the proper foundation, they're built on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So I think I just laid down the proper foundations for the features, and then after that, it just went crazy. They knew what they were doing.
So I was gonna ask about a lot of stuff that you've done, because you've been marketing this for a while.
Yeah, a little bit. Differences was like the first one that we put out, and that was a minute ago. I know y'all probably tired of that song, but
but not even that. Talk about like merch and stuff like that you've dropped. You've given little subtle hints, like, I don't want to knock that down, but like even like the hats and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was like subtle hints towards that you would be dropping a project with this kind of title. You know what I mean? How important is for you to market yourself that way?
I think it's very important. Presentation is very important. I market myself this way because I believe that if you present it to people the right way, then it'll start to make more sense to them. I feel like a lot of people may just be like, out now, like, new record out now, or like you know what I'm saying, just put the cover art out and then just like leave with that. But there's so many other things that you can do that can kind of make the music a little bit more tasteful. I had this idea for a little bit. So what I started to do was, creatively, I just always kept it in mind, like, what would my focus be? So I knew for the last 2 years I've been working on just R&B records and, like, more moodier music and stuff like that. So the heartbreak really just comes from just emotion, how I was feeling at the time, for real. So it just all just ties into the artistry. The artistry. It's the artistry of it. Presentation, like linking things together and doing everything. It just all just ties together at the end.
How do you stay like dedicated to being able to post as much as you do with this stuff? Because I mean, not only this stuff.
Honestly, bro, I be itching. I don't know. Like, I'm just a workaholic, bro. Like, I really just really wake up and, like, I just have an idea and I act on it. Like, I don't like try to, like, have ideas and then, like, try to, like, set it up and or whatever. Like, if I have an idea, I just act on it, and then, like, I'm just like, where am I gonna put this? So I just put it out into the world, and that's why I just post so consistently, because it's like literally in an environment like you have where it's here in the studio, you want to just keep a creative energy flowing throughout it all the time. So I just kind of just always keep my creative juices flowing while I'm in here, edit stuff, just like post, do other stuff. I mean, I have a lot of resources as well too, so it's easy to stay creative when you have the proper tools, you know.
Yeah.
And also when when you own the means to the creation, it's easier when you could literally like be like, okay, I'm gonna do this today, or I'm gonna do that today, and you don't have to like, you know what I'm saying, like get this person or get that person. And when you're the person that's actually doing it, you can make it happen.
The reason why I was asking because if anybody's like looking at your social media now for the first time or whatever, like you'll see a lot of not only like even the Genius Studios Instagram account, you'll see you working on videos for other people, content for yourself. And you was promoting right now a lot.
Yeah, going crazy.
Running in the middle of the parking lot.
Running TikTok. Yeah, I try to do like a TikTok a day for like, bro, like ever since I dropped the album in October on the 14th, and like probably September 14th around there, yo, I was like, yo, TikTok a day, like anything, like you know what I'm saying, just like any idea, just like take it, emulate it, do what I gotta do, boom, 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 like just literally. And that was something that that was a trend on TikTok. So like I was just like, yo, that's always so funny to me. So whatever I'll be gravitating towards, that's like really makes me be like, yo, that's hilarious. And if I feel like I can implement that into my brand, I'm definitely doing it. That's why I just been going crazy. Like I'm still tired from that running too, by the way. Y'all see me sweating and shit on there? It's crazy. I tried to run in place, but I'm really, for me, it's crazy. Shout out my man Ev, man. He's actually on Put My Guard Up. He's the one that recorded that joint. We was having fun. He's like a TikTok sensation, man. Going crazy. He's like super crazy. We gotta get him a marketing company with this TikTok shit. He goes stupid with it.
You need people like that.
Yeah, definitely need people like that around you.
How do you rank and or measure success with the amount of like work and stuff that you put in, and I know you're still working towards dreams and whatnot, but like how do you measure success?
That's a great question. I measure success with when you can do what you want and have what you want without feeling like you have to get out of yourself or feel uncomfortable or feel like when you're doing exactly what you want to do in life, that's when you're successful. Whether it's like, make music, whether it's draw, whether it's, go outside and do backflips 100 times and go viral. Like it doesn't matter what it is that you want to do. Success is really whatever when you feel that feeling of I did this and I'm proud of it, that's when you're successful.
Because I feel like some people feel like if you're unable to accomplish something.
I also feel like people be feeling like success is a destination. Like, yo, when I get this, I'm gonna be successful. Like, no, successful. Isn't that like a plural? Like that's like a thing. Like I'm successful. Like it's success, but like I'm successful. Like you're full of it. Like you know what I'm saying. So every day is a way to make something success. Like you could literally wake up in the morning and say, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna read a book today after. And if you did that, you had a successful day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you keep doing that in repetition, eventually you'll find yourself in having multiple successful moments. So that's how you become successful. Is just keep setting goals for yourself and keep reaching them. Long-term goals, short-term goals. And once you reach those, you just like keep setting the bar higher. So like successful people always set the bar higher. They always set the bar higher. So as long as you're setting your bar higher every day, you're a success.
Yeah, and then when you look at life like that, it also makes your world a little bit more brighter. You know what I mean? Because if you are able to, like you said, going to the gym, you accomplish that. Reading a book a day, you accomplish that. You make yourself feel better. It's like I work towards something.
Exactly, and you start feeling accomplished. With success comes a feeling of accomplishment. Even they say successful people make their bed every morning. my bad, dirty as fuck. So I got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working towards. I grind every day. That's what I'm saying. Like until my bed is made, I'm not successful yet. So I'm still getting to it. It's never an end goal for me.
So words like that, because you post on TikTok and on your Instagram story a lot, giving like words like of encouragement, similar to that.
Yeah.
Of what you just did.
Affirmations, positivity.
Yeah. What does that like mean to you? Like, how does that help you? Does it help you, or is that purely for the people?
Well, I always just kind of just like speak from my heart when it comes to things. I speak from my heart, my heart. Yeah, I speak from my heart when it comes to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, whenever I'm going through something or I'm feeling like a little lonely or anything like that, I really just grab my phone and just go crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when people see me in those moments, I just want to be a reminder to myself. Like, yo, you when you need someone or when you need this, sometimes you have to remind yourself and give yourself these affirmations. These are just things that I'm just pretty much saying to myself all the time. Like, yo, you gotta get up and get it. You don't need people. You're not privileged. You're not in a situation where you feel like you can not come out of. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like all of those things are just things that I have to just say to remind myself. And I feel like if I'm helping myself, like I was saying earlier, I can fill my cup up and also fill others because I'm so abundant with just positive thoughts, positive energy that it just starts to spill over.
Yeah, for sure. And the reason why I can second that that's who you are and how you feel is because I remember I came to the studio, your old studio, and
There is no old studio. We have Genius Studios.
and we were talking and stuff like that, and you were going over, because I was telling you that there was like stuff that was going on in life that was like a little bit of a setback, like personal stuff, and then obviously like I had hurt my leg or whatever.
Yeah.
And you were like, dog, you just gotta keep working.
You gotta keep going, yo. That's literally like my whole family's whole thing. Like it's like be proactive, not reactive. You know what I'm saying? Like always think of a solution before you think of like how it's affecting you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta just keep going. Literally, just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
How did that make you feel though? Did you feel like it was?
It made me. It made me sit back and think about life and like what you were saying. I don't know if I've talked about this or not, so I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But
Just talk. Hold on.
It made me think about life a little bit different and the idea of like coming up with excuses as to why things aren't getting done.
Yeah.
You know, it made me feel like no, you can't really use those excuses. You have to start doing more, recording more, being more out there. So that's why you see me in like, I mean, he invited me to help him, but you see me in like skits with Javi or Foreign.
Put some respect on his name.
See me make those like skits with Foreign, or even my own like creative thing with the whole doing skits before the podcast, because everybody's doing podcasts now. But so how do you stick out? What do you do that's different? And
sometimes the consistency is how you can stick out though.
that is true.
Like I feel like the reason why I stay so consistent is because I want to be a familiar face to people, and I feel like if I'm spreading positivity to you and I'm posting it all the time, you're gonna associate me with that. So when you seek it, you're gonna be like, let me go on my Instagram. Maybe Sad posted today. Let me go on my Instagram. Maybe Sad posted today. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you pretty much go into your gram, and like if they just keep seeing your face, that face recognition is like super important. Like as an artist, as a creative, because it's just like the more people see you, the more they'll associate you with this thing. No matter if you have the most lit podcast or the most whatever, it's like just putting yourself out there is so important because you're building a resume for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen like people like do one thing and then everything else blows up? You just gotta just build your catalog, because when people go to your page, if they only see that one big moment, it's like, okay, that's it. Like why am I staying here? You know what I'm saying? So the consistency is just definitely key. Content is king as well. You know?
Always, especially in this generation.
Yeah.
Because you have to keep doing it. Like person that's always a million clips online is like Kai Cenat. Like,
Kai said that. Well, he at this point he He's really brilliant with it though, because he has like structures, like, you know, he has so many supporters that they just chop up the funny clips to them. So like the more moments you have in inside of your actual content, people will just take clips from that. And also that's just another thing too. Like you literally can just repost the content that you already have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Try to find ways to repurpose your content. That's how you stay consistent too. A lot of times, bro, like me and my bros, like we'll just like do a shoot or something, and then like just don't use all the photos. Like, you feel me? Like some photo, like find the ones that you really really rock with that you want to post right now, and then save a few, and then like 2 3 months from now you just repost those. And you're like, oh, when y'all did that, bro, you wasn't even like, the algorithm is crazy. We just reposted that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like always having that, and then you got things like on Facebook and stuff that it's like on this day, I'm like, oh, that's fire, repost. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you just keep doing stuff every day, and then it's just gonna just content is everything. Like everything is content, literally, literally.
As far as visuals go, I mean, maybe you're gonna tell me no that you're not gonna share, but as far as visuals go, you have any ideas for like videos and stuff like that you plan on doing?
Right now, I know the only idea that I have is I want to direct them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm just kind of just seeing where the fans are gravitating towards more. Yo, just leave a like in the comment. Just a comment down below. And what video y'all want? We're trying to figure that out now.
What song have you been getting since it's been out? Have you been getting messages on what the song so far that it's looking like?
Yeah, it's looking like people really want me to shoot Feel Me. 4 Letters is going kind of crazy right now. Me versus Me, you know, that'll be a fire like short film. I think I should do like a little mini like documentary. Like I've been doing this shit for a little minute, so I think like if I do something cool, showing like the real process, you know, get some old footage of myself or something like that.
Yo, it's the DJ Khaled laugh.
Get the directors. Let's go golfing. We're ready.
Still in the meeting. Still.
Facts. So
Still.
yeah, the idea, like I'm saying, the creativity is just in the room, bro. We're at Genius Studio, so I just get new ideas all the time. Like you tell me something and I'm just thinking about it. That's fire. After this, I'm really gonna write that down.
Do that. I was gonna say, hold it for a second.
Nah.
Oh. But I was gonna write it down now,
Yeah.
like right now. That's what happens.
Important.
That's what happens when you're in the studio, so you can do your work as like doing other stuff. You know what I mean? Well, the song that I would say, February. I mean, Feel Me is the one that I think I gravitate to a little bit more.
I had February in the tuck for a little bit, so I actually did write a treatment to February already. So I'm gonna get like some of my videographers together, you know what I'm saying, and try to see what we could do as far as shooting that one. So I do have a bunch of ideas, bro. But that's why it's so important to like just have this journals with me all the time, because it's like, which one we doing first, you know?
I think that something with like the digital age that you're already up on, but also would be fire to do. And this is almost like we're talking, like the camera's not recording. But
Genius episode.
My favorite artist is Mac Miller, or one of them. Top 3 favorite.
One of mine as well. Yeah.
And something that he did with of course, rest in peace, Mac Miller. Something that he did with the kids mixtape when that was blowing up was that he had almost a video for almost every song on there. Like if you go to his YouTube channel and you look at all the songs, I think some of them got taken down because of copyright and shit. But the ones that's not up, you saw like that there was a video. He was posting video all the time for that, and I think that that's kind of what helped him, because I think one of them just ended up clicking, and then that's when people kind of went back. But his face was everywhere after that.
Yeah, man. I feel like it's gonna be very possible for me to do that at the studio here, because we shoot videos here at Genius Studio. So I think using me as like a muse is gonna be super fun. So we're gonna have like a lot of fun doing that. So you could possibly there will be a video for every song on this album. You know, 2024 is gonna be an exciting year.
Yeah, especially because you dropped this fourth quarter, so now you can keep pushing it right
that was
into
my
the
little
first.
Christmas gift to y'all. I don't want nobody asking me for nothing. Don't send me no list. I don't got nothing else for y'all, man. Enjoy this here with me. You know what I'm saying? this is my gift for y'all to hold on. I could probably not give y'all a gift for the next 20 Christmases for real. This is one of those, you know.
You know, people are greedy. They're gonna want.
Yeah, they're gonna want it.
If somebody's birthday is right now,
Yeah,
a
we're
Libra
gonna
is still asking for a gift.
We're working overtime. We're definitely gonna give y'all more gifts.
So I was gonna ask the same question I've been asking everybody. It sounds like. It sounds like you already answered it, but I'm gonna ask it anyways just to see if you could focus on anything, and you didn't have to worry about money, you didn't have to worry about how the bills was getting paid. What would you be focusing on? Would it just be music still, or is there other things that you want to explore, that you want to work on, or just enjoy doing?
I'll be if money wasn't a factor and I didn't have to worry about bills or I didn't have to worry about anything, I would really just be self-healing. I would really focus on my self-development, you know what I'm saying? Right after I get out of Disney World or something like that, you know, I'll go meditate, go crazy or something like that. I really feel like it's not really about the money for me. It never really was. So I feel like this process and putting out this album and having the time to heal, that's what I would really do. Just allow myself to heal.
The past couple answers that I have gotten haven't been.
Oh, trust me, I've been sitting right there. I see you greedy mother. I know what y'all want. I know what y'all want.
But that's different because I think that's it's important. You know what I mean, to think about something like that. Yeah.
No, yeah, and it's so important because it's like we can be greedy. Like, you know what I'm saying? We cannot care about the person that's right next to us. We can always just be selfish and think about only ourselves. And sometimes, like, having these boundaries are so important for ourselves, but you have to love yourself and you have to, like, think, like, if I didn't have money, what would I be doing? And I think if you really sit down and think about that, you really find yourself in the process. Because a lot of people just get lost in their bills and you know, this day-to-day routines and the routine that they can seem to be stuck in, but they just have to understand that they have control to do whatever you want. So it's you have the same question that Jamal been asking y'all this whole time. Y'all have control already of that. Like, you don't need money to be doing what you're doing. I didn't have no money when I started. I didn't have anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? All I had was a computer. I had like, I think $20. A computer, $20 in a dream. You know what I'm saying? Had to spend that $20 to get lunch that day. So the next day, we got started up from the bottom. And now we here. You feel me? Like, you don't really need nothing but yourself at the end of the day. So just keep growing and just keep knowing that, like, you got you. It's me versus me. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Speaking of me versus me, one more time.
That seems like that's your favorite song. I saw you singing it earlier behind the scenes and shit. It's all good. I like that shit too.
Your growth from your last project to now, like, what could you see from yourself, or what would you tell yourself as that process from here to now?
I would tell myself, like, as a black male, like, it's alright to be vulnerable. Like, it's okay to cry. It's alright to not be okay. And then just knowing that, like, yo, I'm gonna be alright. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're always looked at to be, like, one of the strongest mammals in the planet, on the earth. But a lot of times, like, we have a lot of weight on our shoulders that we need to get off. And we need to, like, basically take a second, meditate, do whatever we need to do. Find a vice that we can relate to. Hopefully it's something safe. And just enjoy ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy. It's not easy being on this planet and not being able to be an emotional creature. Like, a feeling is a real thing. So I just would tell myself, like, it's okay to not be okay. It's cool. It's okay to heal.
For sure. Now that this is out, I know the job's not done because we were just talking about, like,
It's not done.
visuals and stuff like that. So obviously it's not done. But how do you feel now that it's out, that people are able to listen to it? Like, how do you don't have that pressure anymore? So how does that feel?
I feel like first I'm excited. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, having new music out. I'm tired of people. I was getting tired of people asking, yo, Sav, when you dropping though? Like, we over here working on my joints. When you dropping though? Let me hear something. So now I can just say, like, yo, I just put out an album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get out my face. Feel me? Here's the link. Go stream it. Go crazy. But it's just a good feeling just having new content that I can work with and having new ideas and having new I really look at it as like, you know, having new thoughts out into the world that I can just like start getting people thinking about. You know, that's it, right? That's all you asked me.
I mean, yes, because you said you were excited, but I was
Oh yeah, my fault. I had so many emotions. Nah, I'm finally in a place where I can say like I'm healing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been through a lot with my past partner, and like she knows it, we know it. Like, you know, and we're getting to this place where we could like communicate and we could like be fine with each other. It's not like any beef or anything like that. So it's life is starting to feel really safe for me to be myself, and I feel like I hope that this project allows other people to feel the same exact way. Like, it's all right to not be all right. Like, I can't say that enough. Like, it's okay to it's okay to like it's okay that your story isn't how you thought your story would be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really have the creativity and you really have the individuality to really just create whatever you want to create for yourself. And I feel like this album really just like proved to me that like, yo, we ended up in a situation we never thought we would be in, but like by the end of it, like, it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all right. Like, we have control over where we want to be, what we want to be, and as long as we find discipline and do the due diligence that we need on our self improvement, like, nothing's gonna stop us, man. And I feel tired. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's been a long time working on these. Like, these emotions are so
they're draining.
Deep rooted, bro. Like, it's crazy. So I just feel really tired. You know, tired of having a broken heart. I'm good.
That was a deep way. I don't even know if there's anything I can say to follow up with that.
You can't. So in that note, it's Just Talks with your man SavTheGenius. This episode 2 is gonna be many, many more, man. We here at Genius Studios, man. My guy Jamal, man, I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate
Every time, man. I know it's been crazy, like just having you in the studio. I want to give you a moment too. Having you in the studio, man, and seeing you grow into the amazing podcaster that you are, bro. It's fire, bro. Like, we literally was on the couch. Now we got our own Oprah seats, bro. Like, it's lit. Like, you feel me? The budget just went. You get a podcast. You get a podcast. You get a podcast. We lit. Like, feel me? We following our dreams, and we just examples, especially that we like, you know, represent the same city. We just examples of like greatness, and like the fact that like, I just want to say this to you, my brother. Like, as a black man, seeing you do what you got to do, bro. Like, it's amazing, brother. And like, it's not easy out here for us. Like, it's not easy for us to like do what we got to do, especially like when it's a creative thing. And it's not even like a black thing. It's everybody, every man. Like, you feel me? Woman, whoever, human being. It's not easy to find purpose in this life. So the fact that you're using your platform to help others, you're gonna be blessed, bro. Like, just keep doing what you do, man. It's gonna work. It's gonna figure out itself.
Thank you. For sure. I definitely think that it can.
And you see, like, you were like, look where you at now, bro. Like,
Go back.
You got some good friends.
Just go back and look at everything.
You blessed.
Thank you. But yes, that's all I got. You got anything else that you want to get off of your chest, or you felt like you could
man,
say whatever you want?
If I ever was unclear to you, if I ever was able to not communicate with you in any type of way, or if you felt like I was doing you wrong, or you felt like I wasn't there for you, or you felt alone, or you felt like you wasn't who you was because I was finding myself, or anything like that, I just want to let you know that I deeply apologize. And this is Sav saying that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for myself in this situation. So don't mind my selfishness. I'm just being selfish so I could be a better self. We out. That's it, man.
Facts.
Right.
Like that. And that's a wrap. Thank
That's
you
a
for
wrap.
watching another episode.
That's what we do here, man.